We're going to take a second for everyone to get all on the same board, everyone to join in. All right, how's everyone doing today? Full moon is in effect. Is everyone okay out there? Oh, so good to see you all. Hi. Hello, Jupiter. Hello. Hi, how are you? Welcome back, old friends. Is there anyone here who did the practice yesterday, the Wellness Wednesday? Yeah, do you feel a little bit better spending more time on the mindfulness and less on the physicality? Well, today we're going to go the opposite of that. We're going to work on more of the physicality today. Now that we've got the mindfulness down, yes, if you've been with me for a while, do you feel more relaxed now? Like as if the universe just rearranges itself just for you? Yes? Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you for the retweets and shares. Yes, if anyone can benefit from this, if you know anybody, then please feel free to retweet and share as much as you like. It's so good for everyone to join me here today. If you're a skateboarder or not, whether you're goofy foot or regular, we all need a little more stretching in the hips and the knees, the ankles, the feet, the toes, and all of that. My son is a skateboarder, and he's been skating since he was young, so he actually has one leg that is longer than the other. So we're going to really work on balancing out both sides of the body. Yes. Oh, so good for everyone to join me. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to come into Sukhasana easy pose right here. And just take a few moments to get centered and grounded, focusing on yourself and really connecting to your core, because your core will be the key to holding it together, especially when your body wants to fall apart or your mind wants to fall apart. You hold it together by pulling the pelvic wall up and in, and then relaxing the shoulders down. So close your eyes and just forget everything you've ever been told about yourself, about who you are, what you do, any titles that you have, any hats that you wear. Just take that off for a moment. Closing your eyes and regulating your breath in and out through your nose only, keeping the mouth closed. That way we control how the energy comes into our bodies and how we press the energy out, and what we use it for. Connecting to your powerhouse, pulling your pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. Really taking your time now on your inhales, pulling the air in, filling your lungs three-dimensional shape, just like a balloon, all the way as much as you can. And as you exhale, you start to press the air out, maybe even a little bit slower, and see how long you can extend your breath, just playing with your breath. The fastest way to get into the meditative state of mind is by simply listening. It's very easy to do when you're surrounded by nature, and you can anchor yourself into the nature's truth. Because your mind will do all kinds of things to fool you into believing non-truth, especially if you've been brought up on belief systems imprinted on you throughout your life. So just set all of that aside for now. Allow your brain to repattern itself, rewire itself, and rewrite your story with a clean slate. And you are the maestro, orchestrating your breath, synchronizing to the ebb and flow. As you inhale, prana, life force energy, comes into your body, energizing you. And as you exhale, you're getting rid of what your body and your mind no longer needs, letting it go. Just like the ebb and the flow of the ocean. The ocean, the waves will spit up whatever it no longer needs onto the shore. It's a lot like your exhale. At the same time, your exhale also propels you forward. That way, you can use whatever energy you have, whether it's anger, jealousy, rage, hatred, you can use that energy, harness it, and use it to propel you to get ahead instead of falling apart. You don't want to break your body, and you don't want to lose your mind. So learning how to harness the energy as it comes in, keeping the mouth closed, regulating the breath in and out through the nose. Meditation is like an exclusive club. It's not something you can force your way into. It's something that just happens. You stumble upon it from being diligent, open-minded, and patient with no goal in mind. We do this because we love to do it, especially if you are an explorer. Isn't that why you're here on this beach? There are thousands of uncharted regions in your mind, just waiting for you to stumble upon, just waiting for you to happen upon. The only way to get there is from relaxing. Your body and your mind respond so much more beautifully when you are relaxed. Continue to pull the pelvic wall up, the navel in. Start to bring your chin down towards your chest to release the muscles in the neck region. Just let the shoulders melt, spiral them down your back, shoulder blades away from each other. As you lengthen your spine, so you're grounding your sit bones down and lengthening up through the crown of your head at the same time, creating that natural traction within the body. Giving space and length to each vertebrae and sending your breath there. Breathing into your spine, aligning it with your mind. Slowly start to roll one ear towards one shoulder as you breathe your way back and forth. So taking your time here, checking in with your body from head to toe. Scanning all throughout, looking for any pockets of tension. And stopping at wherever you need to breathe. So you're tuning into your body and sending your breath to any place in your body that needs attention now. And loving yourself, observing yourself just as you are, not where you think you should be. Just right here, right now. Let go of any image, any picture in your head of what you think it should be, and just let it be. And now let's move into cat-cow. So come onto the hands and the knees, and make sure there's plenty of space in between so that you're not balancing on a tight wire. Inhale, we're just going to move fluidly back and forth, rounding our backs, and breathing our way into the opposite end of the spectrum, arching our backs. Now when you're moving and your spine is in flexion, action mode, you don't want to move unless your breath allows you to. Your breath is the guide. So whether you're on the in-breath or the out-breath, as long as you are breathing mindfully and consciously. Now being very gentle with your back. We're just poking and prodding these tissues to life, waking them up. There's never any forcing, pulling, straining, or pushing your way into this. It's about allowing yourself to be and very gently pushing your own edge. So you're going as far as where it's too much, but less would not be enough. So that's your edge right there, and you want to gently play your edge. And just allow yourself to grow naturally. Now, walking the hands forward, spread the fingertips wide like starfish, and use your fingertips to grip, also pressing your knuckles down the mat. Palms are flat. You want to use every bit of your hand that you're given. Inhale the hips up and press the chest back towards the thighs. And just start to walk it out left and right, pressing alternate heels down towards the mat, straightening one leg as you bend the other. Breathing deep and free here. Just let your head be heavy. Let that hang. Press forward and down through the palms of your hands. And now come up high onto your tippy toes. You can keep a bend in your knee. A slight bend is always good. Remember, whenever you're bending, the more you bend your knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get in your lower back. And if you skateboard a lot, you know that your lower back will be tight. So very gently poking and prodding these tissues to life. Being very patient with yourself. And now inhale, right leg lifts up long behind you. Now stretch it back. It's more about length than it is about height. So really stretch past your toes to activate every muscle in this leg. Continue to press evenly down through both hands. And as you exhale, we're going to step it wide. Right foot outside right hand, low lunge. Just let your bottom knee come down to the mat, pressing your hips forward. And now sit your hips back. Just stretching the calf here. Stretching your foot. Activating your toes, so really bring that flexion up. And while you're here, if you can balance here, hinging at the waist, engage your core. Shoulder rinse. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Just bow your head forward. Becoming passive to the breath, yet active in your body. And release. Setting your hands back on the mat, pulling forward. And tuck your toes. We're just going to straighten the right leg while lifting the left. Both hands in forward. You can keep your standing knee bent if you like. Inhale and exhale. Round your back. Tuck the knee in towards your third eye. Inhale. Lengthen it out again. And exhale. Round. Tuck the belly in. And one more time. Inhale to lengthen out. Opening up your heart center, and exhale. Rounding it in just like a ball, squeezing in towards the midline. Inhale to lengthen the leg back out on the ground. Step your foot down, plant your hands, and now press the ground away to step the right foot back to meet the left in high plank, high push-up position. Now press back through your heels. Knees can always come down to the mat to modify. Bend the elbows now. Keep them into the body at right angles and hover here. Chaturanga Dandasana. You are strong. You can do this. Inhale. Straighten the arms. Roll over the tops of the toes and lift your thighs up off the mat for upward facing dog. To protect your lower back from collapsing, lift your thighs up. Engage your core. Open up your heart center and pull your heart away from your heels. Now use your core. Engage. Exhale. Lift your hips back up into downward facing dog. Again, walking it out, left and right. Really stretching into any kinks that you may or may not have within the lower back and the hip area. Breathing and circulating your breath into these areas. And inhale. Other side. Left leg reaches back long. Remember, it's more about length than it is about height. So you can learn how to use your midline strength. So squeeze your inner thighs together. Lengthen and reach past the toes to stretch every muscle in this leg. And as you exhale, step it wide. Left foot outside, left hand. Knee comes down to the mat, stretching the hips forward. Just settling down into your breath for a moment. And then pressing it back. Keep your foot activated, bowing forward. Staying here if the shoulder rinse is a little difficult for you to balance, that's perfectly fine. Maybe switch up the grip this time so that the opposite thumb is on top, balancing out both sides of the body. Keep your eyes focused one spot. You still the eyes, you still the mind, and the body will follow. If you're all over the place like I am right now, what do you think will happen? Just breathing here, opening the shoulders. Finding that balance. Yes. And release. Both hands come forward. And now hands to either side of your foot. Tuck your back toes, straighten the leg, and you're just going to step off onto the left leg. Remember, bend your knee as much as you need to, especially if you're working with tight hamstrings. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, round the back. Tuck the knee in towards your third eye. Inhale again. Lengthen out as much as you can. And exhale. Round, tuck the knee in. Inhale, lengthen out nice and long. Lengthening through the heart center, back past the toes. And exhale, round. Bring the knee in. Lengthen the leg back out to long. Set the hands and press the ground away to step the feet back. Press back through your heels, high push-up position. Make sure the joints are stacked, so wrists below, elbow below shoulders. This will help you in your planks. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Hover here. Inhale, rolling up into upward facing dog. So really engage your thighs to protect your lower back. And exhale, use your core to lift your hips. Back up and away. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high onto the tippy toes. And exhale, now press your heels down towards the mat as you press your chest back towards your thighs. Straightening out through the shoulders. Taking nice long inhales and exhales through your nose. Keeping the mouth closed. Now moving on, inhale, right leg lifts up back, stretching past the toes. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Use your midline strength along with your core. Exhale, warrior one. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel anchors down to the mat, nice and strong. Square your hips to the front. Right hip back, left hip forward. Strong foundation. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Exhale, relax your shoulders down your back. Dynamically engage your fingertips up towards the sky. Set your eyes one point, your ekagrata. Single point focus. You are so focused at that one non-moving object that all distractions just eclipse themselves. Settling in with your breath. And then moving into eagle. Breathe your left arm down underneath your right, wrapping the arms around. And then lifting the elbows up to shoulder height. Now if your palms aren't available to touch, just reach for the opposite shoulders. That's perfectly fine. Forget about what any picture of yoga poses look like in your mind. Just let all that go. The thing you want to feel is how it feels within your own body. And you want your shoulder blades to be wide as you can. Have them as far apart from each other. Down your back. Then lift the elbows up. Here we take flight. Inhale. Press off your left foot. Strong right leg. Now take as much time as you need to bring upper body down. Warrior three. Left leg extends, long behind you. Leveling out both hips. So maybe roll the left hip down just so that it's even with the right. And now moving into full eagle here. Slowly start to bring your body back upright without letting the left toes touch the ground. Bring it up and over the right leg. Cross-legged position. And then start to bend both knees. Sitting down. Leveling out your hips and squaring your shoulders towards the front to face front. And then maybe even putting your eagle to sleep. So just trying to keep your balance best you can. Rounding down, hugging the elbows in towards the body. And on your out breath, slowly coming out the same way that we went back in. So doing whatever you need to do to get there. Warrior three. Bring upper body down. Extending the leg long behind you and then setting the foot down. Warrior 3. Lifting the elbows up and back. Exalting your warrior now, deepening your front lunge. And exhale, release your arms. Helicopter them down to the ground, press the ground away, step the feet back into high plank. Here we flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open up through the heart. Exhale, use your core to pull your hips. Back up into your downward facing dog. Take a breath now. In through the nose, slow. And out through the nose, slow. Other side, inhale. Left leg lifts up long. Really stretching past the toes, scissoring and squeezing the inner thighs together. Exhale, step the foot through Virabhadrasana 1. Back heel anchors down to the mat. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Turn this way. There we go. So just allowing yourself to come from one side to the other. Allowing your breath to relax you. So you're grounding down, yet lifting up at the same time. So really pull your backside up towards the sky. And eagle arms, breathe your right arm underneath your left. Taking whatever position you did before. And squeeze your shoulder blades wide apart from each other. Down your back. And I'm going to step my footing here just a little bit better. So we don't roll down the hill. So find a good place to anchor your front foot, because you know where we're going. We're going to take flight. Inhale, press off the right foot. Strong left leg. Slowly start to lower the upper body down as you extend. The right leg behind you. Lock your eyes. One spot. One non-moving object. Eclipsing all distraction. Breathing slowly. And now move on to full eagle without letting your right toes touch the ground. Bringing the right leg up and over. Cross-legged position, slowly starting to sit down. And now squeezing towards your midline. So squaring your hips, shoulders, lifting up through the crown of your head. And the main focus is squeezing towards your midline. The center of your body. Use your core, use your abs. Maybe even putting your ego to sleep. Whatever feels good to you today. Your body will tell you how far to go, when to push, and when to pull back. So listening to your body and what it needs. Continue to use your core. And now slowly coming out the same way we went back in. Stepping the foot down on the mat, exalting your eagle now. Deepen your front lunge, lift the elbows up, and reach it back. Exhale, unwind your arms, step the hands down on the mat, press the ground away. Both feet come back, high plank position, press back through your heels. Make sure your joints are stacked. Bend the elbows and lower it down. Inhale, roll up. Lifting the heart away from the heels and thighs up off the mat. Exhale, pull your abdominals in as you lift your hips back into downward facing dog. Breathing slow. In through the nose, coming up high onto the tippy toes. And out through the nose. Pressing the heels down towards the mat. Pigeon series now. Inhale. Right leg comes nice and long behind you. Lifting it up, more about length. As you exhale, we're going to bring the right foot towards the left hand. Now stepping the foot down on the mat, knee to the right, just setting it down. Now let's stay up for a second. You can even stay up on your toes if you want a more active pigeon. We've done this before if you've been with me for a while. So whatever feels good, whether you're up on your hands and up on your toes, pressing back through your heel, or you're coming down in a passive pigeon, you control whether you want your pose to be as active or as passive as you like. Either way, we're balancing that action with relaxation using our breath. So continue to pull the core up, lengthening through the crown of your head, and playing with the muscles within your body. Maybe you contract one muscle group while relaxing another. Have you noticed in your body that when you tense up in a certain area, there are other certain areas in your body that will compensate for that? So look for any pockets of tension and gently breathe to release any holding patterns that may have occurred in your body over time. Bring your attention and awareness into these patterns. And now if you were in an active pigeon, come into your passive just so we can move into the next flow. Rolling onto your right hip, very gently bring the back leg up and around. Now bring this foot over your knee, double pigeon. So scooch your bottom leg out so that it's even, one leg on top of the other, one shin bone on top of the other shin bone. Bring your hands to the sides, lift your hips up, and then level your hips out. You want to make sure that your hips are level down, grounded evenly. That way you get a nice even stretch in your hips. Now the more flexed you have your feet, the better protected your joints will be. So just breathing here for a moment. And knowing that every day is different. It depends on what's been impressed upon you throughout the day, throughout the week, maybe even your entire life. Sometimes I'm very fluid, sometimes I'm very stiff in this pose, so it just depends. Every day is different. There's no analyzing, labeling, trying to figure out why it is. It just is. Breathing through it. Allowing whatever comes up to come up. Knowing that whatever comes up will pass just like the seasons come and go. You're observing yourself and noticing all the subtle energies within your body. Now slowly starting to come out of this by picking up your top leg, rolling back over on the right hip, sending the leg back. Both hands come in front, tuck the back toes and lift yourself up. Now we're gonna press away to step the feet back. High plank position, lower the hips, press back through the heels, stack the joints, bend the elbows, lower it down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hover here, you are strong. Create that fire, that heat within your body. Inhale, roll over the tops of the toes, straighten the arms and lift your heart center. Exhale, use your core to pull your hips back into downward facing dog, press the chest back towards the thighs. Inhale, other side, left leg lifts up long behind you. Exhale, bring the foot towards the right hand and just set it down. Now take an active pigeon, maybe, being as active or passive as you like. As long as you are pulling up through the crown of your head and breathing at attention.
Ask the question, yoga will help reduce your tummy.
Yes, yesterday for Wellness Wednesday, we did Janu Shirshasana, which is just extending your leg.
Repeat the question.
Oh! Repeat the question to me.
Does yoga work for reducing the
Does
tummy?
yoga work at reducing the tummy? Yes, that's where we were going. So Janu Shirshasana is the fastest pose for doing that. It's wonderful and it's easy because you're just sitting down and you're extending one leg out. So for Wellness Wednesday, it was one of the first poses that we did. And when you are sitting down in a forward fold and you're hinging at the waist rather than rounding in your lower back, you are activating all of the meridian plexuses along that side. And when you're breathing at attention, you create that fire, that agni, which will burn up that belly rubbish. So we use the elements, we create that fire in our body to move our water. Does that make sense? And we use the wind, our wind, that element, to do it. The exhale is what gets rid of the belly fat. And I know this because I've done it 6 times. 6 times I've gone over 200 pounds. So I use the exhale to propel the belly rubbish and the fire and balance my water within my body. So yes, that pose, it's called Janu Shirshasana, and I'll show you in just a minute. That is the fastest way, because I know, I get it. We don't have a lot of time to do this, do we? Okay, so whether you're active or you're passive, come down all the way into your pigeon and roll onto the left hip. Slowly guide your back leg around, bring the heel in front, and then scooch out your bottom leg. Just so that you can line one shin on top of the other. Hands to the sides, pull your hips up, and then drop your hips down. Yeah. There you go. Activate your feet. And then just square your hips, shoulders to the front. Now whichever side is tighter, you notice that each side is different. Both sides of the body, left and right, you're going to have one tighter side than the other. So whether you're goofy foot or regular, you just want to work your tighter side a little bit deeper with your breath. Give it a little more twerk. Usually it's the side. At least that's for me. So just relax your breath, but have it at attention, if that makes sense. So you're deliberately using your breath, maybe even closing your eyes and searching out the pockets of tension within your body and sending your breath there. So when you breathe into your hips like this, and your knees and your joints, you're holding it at attention, but learning how to relax it, creating more synovial fluid, becoming more fluid and less solid. It doesn't matter how calcified you think you are. Already, you are starting to repair and heal yourself just in the few minutes that you've been doing this. That better? There we go. And when I first started doing this pose, it was like this. And I was like this. So let go of any image that you have of yoga. Yoga means to yoke, unite, bring together. Mind, body, breath, all working together as one integrated unit. It's like taking your right side and your left side, getting both of your legs to walk you forward. It's a lot like your brain works. 2 halves just working as one. Yeah. Okay, we're going to slowly come out. So roll onto your left hip. Take your top leg with care. Move very slowly towards the back. We're going to come out the same way we went in. So just setting your hands in front, tucking your toes. And the easiest way to get back there is to press the ground away. Step your feet back into high plank. Bring the hips down. Press back through your heels. Stack your joints. So bring the wrist underneath the shoulders to stack them. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Chaturanga. Holding it here, but not holding your breath. Inhale. Pressing up into upward facing dog, lifting the thighs. And exhale, use your core to lift your hips back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here through the nose, come up high onto the tippy toes, as high as you can, and exhale down. Bring the heels down towards the mat. Now Supta Vajrasana, reclined hero, we're just going to come down on your knees and actually keep your hands in front. And I like to make 2 fists on the ground. And if you're like my son, have a little space between your knees here. So bring your fist in front and bring your feet out to the sides. Point the toes back. And then once your feet are out to the sides, use your hands to walk your hips back. And maybe you even stay up like this. Maybe this is as far as you go. We're not going to compare our chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Very unfair. It's wherever you are at. So if you are down, you just want to breathe into your knees, the patella, your kneecaps, whatever you want to call them. Breathe into this area right here. Yes, send your breath there. You want more synovial fluid, and more healing at the same time, strengthening and toning. And this also resets the ankles. That's working on the hips as well. Maybe come back one elbow at a time. So it's just wherever you are at in the pose. You want to breathe through it, but not be in a place where you're physically in pain to where you're just dying. If that is you, then pull out and get to that place where you can be your edge, gently working your edge, where more is too much, less is not enough. That's your edge. So play with your edge with that curious, childlike wonderment, but with an adult, mature mind. So listening to your body, it will tell you when to pull out, when to go, how far to push, and when to come out of the pose as well. So very important you listen to your body and what it needs, because it wants to heal itself and it needs a lot of our help to do it. So maybe you even come down all the way. If you are down all the way, then you're gently pressing your shoulders into the mat, small arch in your lower back, and all the breath into the knees. Maybe reaching for opposite elbows above the head. Whatever it may be, very gently pressing the hips down slightly but evenly, and then breathing into your knees. And now slowly start to come out. Same way we went back in. One elbow, one hand at a time. So you're going to very gently come out, very slowly, listening to your body and taking as much time as you need. It's not a race. This is the final destination. This right here is what we are doing, where we are at. So just coming back onto your knees, being very gentle, downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards your thighs and walking the dog out left and right. Breathing back into the knees. Letting go of any tension that may or may not be there. In yoga, we come into these stressful poses, or that can be a little stressful when we first do them. And then we follow it up with the counter pose. This one is down dog. Just breathing it out, breathing it away. The inhale, we energize, and the exhale, we use it to get ahead. One more flow to get the heat back up into our body. We use that fire to burn up the rubbish. Inhale, right leg lifts up long behind you. Exhale, warrior two. So this time, foot between the hands, back heel down to the mat, and this time, helicopter both arms, up and open to the side. I'm a little bit short, so I'm going to adjust my stance a little bit here, because you want to be comfortable to where you're pulling the heels in towards each other. And your hips, sometimes they sink a little bit, so just line them up even with the shoulders. Knee, sometimes it wants to come in, so just press it out towards your pinky toe. Relaxing the shoulders down your back and locking your eyes one point, non-moving object. Opening up your heart center towards the sky, but then pointing your rib tips down, keeping the length in your spine. Warrior can be a little technical, but once you get it down, it becomes natural. And now moving into triangle, so straightening your front leg, and now tilting your hips back. So now you're going to tilt your hips back, try to keep them open, because sometimes we send our hips behind us. So keep them locked in, tailbone tucked under, tilt the hips back. Now reach forward so you can't reach any further. Bring the hand down. Extend the upper arm, and if it hurts to look up, go ahead and point your nose down towards the ground. Now keeping both legs nice and strong. Now even though they're apart, you're going to use your inner thigh strength here. So really lift up through your midline. And take this top arm, bend the elbow behind the back, palm faces out, just so you can roll your shoulder open a little bit more and roll your body open. That way it's all along the same plane, as if you were squished between two panes of glass. In yoga, you hear that a lot. So just opening up to the side while continuing to keep your tailbone tucked under and lifting up through the crown of your head. Slowly coming out. Release the arm back to the sky. Now use your upper arm to lift you back up. Close the right toes in. Both heels are out now. Inhale, arms come up, and exhale. Bring them behind, shoulder rinse now. Interlace your hands and fold forward, flat back, belly in. And just come down as far as feels good and comfortable to you. You don't have to come down all the way, and you can keep a bend in your knees if you like. Because remember, the more you bend in your knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get in your lower back. So just let your shoulders relax. Breathe completely and just open up. Breathing in through the meridian plexuses, your nerve system. Just allowing everything to relax as you ground down, lifting your tailbone up at the same time. And now slowly start to come up. Flat back, belly in, lift up halfway, and release your grip. Just relax, shake out any tension that may or may not be there. Hands to the front, flip the palms backwards now. Walk them through and underneath your legs. Ground down evenly through both feet. And once you've reached as far as you can go, grip the mat with your fingertips, keeping the palms flat. Activating your shoulders, activating your arms. And slowly start to release. Coming back towards the front, arms out to the sides, flat back, belly in, lifting all the way up. Turn your right toes forward. Warrior two, flip the front palm, reach forward, engage your warrior, radiate, reach up and back, really stretch out the fascia around your rib cage here, deepen your front lunge, and exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat, press the ground away to high push-up position, stack the wrists, bend the elbows, lower it down, we flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, lift the hips. Down dog, other side, inhale, left leg, lengthens as much as you can. This is the last time, so really stretch past the toes, making it count. Exhale, step it through, warrior two, so foot between the hands, back heel comes down, windmill, arms up and open to the side. Allowing your breath to guide you from one side to the other, and always making adjustments. Never think that you're stuck in a yoga pose. Always making adjustments from the ground up. And you're always breathing, so you're always moving. In yoga, we're never stuck or stagnant. You're always searching out your body, scanning your body from head to toe, seeing how it feels within your own body, and letting go of any image building processes that you might have about yoga. Moving into triangle here. Straighten your front leg, tilt your hips back, keep the tailbone tucked under, reach forward so you can't reach any further, and then bring the hand down. Right arm extends up high. Bend your elbow. And open up to the side. And you're going to keep both legs grounded nice and evenly down. So you're pressing back through your right foot just as much as you're strengthening through your front leg. So both legs are working equally to ground down, and you're sending your breath up through your spine, grounding down yet lifting up at the same time. Release the hand back up to the sky and use your upper arm to inhale and back up. And now bring both toes out. Face the camera again. So both toes out, heels in, hands to the knees. We're just going to roll one shoulder down and then the other. Two more times. Roll the shoulder down. Just moving back and forth. Letting go of all the effects of the down dog, planks, life that gets built up and impressed upon us throughout the day. Just like the breath, we catch the breath, then release it. So same with the body. The body catches a lot of tension. It's almost like an absorbent cushion. And so we do this just to release it, and we do it because it feels good. Inhale. Arms come up. Turning the left toes back towards the front. Warrior two. Flip the front palm. Reach forward. Radiate your warrior. Lifting up and back. Deepen your lunge. Really get that stretch of the rib cage. Exhale. Both hands down to the mat. Press the ground away. Flowing one last time. High plank. Too low. Inhale. Up dog. And exhale. Down dog. And now bring the knees down to the mat. Sitting forward. Just going to come into one last spinal twist. It's just a comfortable position. Inhale, circle sweep arms come all the way up. And exhale. Just twisting over to one side, using your hand and knee as leverage. Other one is the anchor behind you at the base of your spine as you lift up and over. Giving your spine one last rinse. Breathing any tension away that may or may not be there. And then coming back to center. Inhale just to get as much length and space to each vertebra. Moving to the other side. And slowly come back to center. Placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your forehead. Circling that energy round and round. Creating that fire, that's that heat that you created. And it's only the heat that you create that will get rid of that belly rubbish, that will get rid of any rubbish in the body, anything that no longer has meaning to you, that we hold on to, all of these things, we can let them go. They no longer serve purpose within you, and sometimes they get stuck, so we breathe it away. Anything that's trying to surface, we breathe it out. Inhaling that energy, so you're letting in and also letting out. Same breath. They both work together and are as equally important. Switching sides. So we work hard to create that heat in the body, and this is what we use it for. To heal ourselves, just like a reset button. I like to think of it as an easy button, because life can be as easy or as hard as we make it. Same with yoga. And release. Shake out your arms. Inhale, circle, sweep up. Exhale, thumbs to third eye center. Oh, it's such an honor and delight to have you here with me on this journey. We are on this journey together. You are here with me and I'm there with you. So delighted that you have found this and that we're able to have enjoy this gift together. Have a wonderful Thursday, Jupiter. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste. Yay! Skaters, what's up, rockers? So good that you're able to join me here. Aloha! Do you feel a little less solid, more fluid? How do you feel now? Ah, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. Oh my goodness. This is your last chance to share. Please feel free to share away. If there's anyone that you know that could benefit from yoga, meditation, any skaters that you know, positive vibes from Cali. Ah, aloha. Right back at ya. Right back at ya. Thank you for inviting. Thank you for retweeting. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Wonderful that we're all here. Yay. Tomorrow we'll be playing some Pilates. You don't want to miss that. We're just going to be doing a bunch of lying around on the beach, maybe working the core, just enough to feel it throughout the weekend. So hopefully you have a wonderful Thursday, and we will see you same place, same time tomorrow from Maui. This is Elaina for Fit.Live. Mwah! Aloha!